plus 800. Guitar crash with max voltage.
Come on. Out of my sight.
355. More staplers.
This sucks.
Man, the regen's really helping with all the bleeds this guy is doing.
You're weak. Be still, would you?
Yeah, I keep missing these parries, which is just leaving me bleeding for a long time.
I'm
in there.
Huh? This some kind of joke?
Bring it on. Watch this. You're in
This
for
is
it now.
bad.
Get serious. Gotta hold it together.
You sure you want to get hurt?
Essence of Mayhem. Everybody do your thing.
Let's go.
We got these 3 guys doing like street fighting warfare, and then she pulls out 6 box cutters.
I got this. My turn.
Hit him while he's down. Ow. Lower his defense again.
Whoa, relax.
It works.
Eyes on me. You wanna fight?
Oh.
She is pretty low on mana. Flying crane. Get the scissors out.
This could be better.
Take this. Vanish.
Care for a magic trick? This sucks.
You sure you can beat me?
Tag team with attack again. 765.
This is bad.
Stomp him.
I got this. You wanna fight? You're wide open. Yeah.
Regen's wearing off.
Sure you want to get hurt?
Endless love. You're in for it now. Cool.
Tag team again. Just keep doing it. There we go. Yeah, dude, that regen that's probably the best it's ever been on a fight since we got that. Because the guy's always leaving bleeds all over everybody, and that was like helping counter that.
Moving up in the world. Nice.
Yes.
Sweet.
Hey, Chad. Hey, Mo. Hey, Rat.
Weren't you saying you were gonna put my head in a box and ship it to the captain?
Ho ho ho! Free sword?
I'm sure he'll be surprised to see your head in there then.
Would have been funny if the guy like wet his pants. No, keep the sword. We need a sword. We've been looking for a sword for the other guy.
That guy was really gross.
Are all Omi Alliance dudes like that?
They're the biggest Yakuza group in the country. I'm sure they have even crazier guys.
And that's what's flooding into Ijincho? Great. Ichiban!
What are you doing here?
Hamako-san, something wrong?
I was just at the shelter.
The shelter?
I was taking something to one of the girls. She forgot it at my place. But they were all gone. None of the staff would tell me where they went. I don't know what's going on.
Calm down, Hamako-san.
Please, help me find them.
Hey, I'm really, really sorry. But they aren't in Japan anymore.
What?
The shelter was just a trap for mass deportations.
No!
Oh shoot, so we don't even get the option of like running there and saving them in the nick of time. It's like, yo, they're gone.
Those girls, they don't have anyone to help them in the countries they came from. That's why they came to Ujincho in the first place. I just wanted to give them a chance. How did this happen? Oh no! No, 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 no!
Hamako-san.
If only I hadn't told them to go to the shelter. If only I'd realized sooner.
It's not your fault. You did what you thought was best for them.
He's right.
What's the DLR of the story so far? Wrath, it's a lot. Like, this story is very engaging and has a lot of twists and turns, and we're like 25 hours in. There's a lot. I'll tell you what's they're talking about right this second is there was a guy that is like governor of the city that is secretly Yakuza, but no one knows this. And he set up a bunch of shelters where people can go and like people that were like prostitutes and stuff like that, and they can go there and they can get job training and get working visas and stuff like that. And it's meant to attract people that are there illegally. But then it's all a trap, and the centers are for mass deportation. And this lady is weeping because she had a bunch of, she says girls, but it was grown women, a bunch of women that were under her care, and she thought the best thing for them was to go to those shelters to get visas and, you know, job skills and stuff, and, you know, then they could stop having to be like prostitutes. However, it was a trap, and now they've all been deported, and that's why she's crying right now.
Don't blame yourself. You were on their side until the end.
I'm so sorry.
God damn it.
I told Hamako-san to get some rest.
Thanks, Sachan.
Ijincho just keeps taking hit after hit.
Remember what Jungi Han said? We should basically get out of here while we can? Maybe we should consider that. For real.
I mean, she owns a bar here. He doesn't really have any attachments.
You want to run?
I mean, isn't the situation kind of hopeless at this point?
Hopeless, huh? Well, you got a place we can all go?
Oh, not off the top of my head, no.
How about you, Adachi-san?
Nope. I don't even have family to stay with. My parents died a long time ago. Psycho?
I mean, I could leave, but I would never abandon my sister or my father like that.
Sounds like we've settled that then.
Settled what?
That none of us can run away from this. We're in the same boat as the Komijul and the Ryuma. So our only option is to fight, with or without hope. And personally, I say there is hope.
How? How is there a chance of winning?
It doesn't matter. A long time ago, Arakawa-san told me something. If you go into a fight thinking you got a chance to win, you're just being a bully.
What the hell? Not gonna lie, that sounds kind of stupid.
Oh no. A real fight's when you go up against someone so strong, you got no chance. Our enemies are the Omi Alliance and the Citizens Liberal Party. The crime lords from below are teaming up with the law from above. And I say bring it on.
We're going up against all of Japan, basically.
Too much for you, Adachi-san? Going soft on me?
Don't be stupid. I couldn't ask for a better fight. Let's do it. But can we include Tokyo PD in that law part so I can kick their asses too?
Hell yeah.
Give more enemies on the list, please.
Good enough for me.
You guys are ridiculous. You know that, right?
Tell me about it. But,
Admit it, you like that about us.
yeah, what is my damage?
Nanba, Sachan, join us, and...
Yeah.
You can skip the pep talk.
That's why I keep you guys around.
You sure, Namba? Your brother's okay now, and he's getting married. What skin do you have in the game?
Yeah, I know I've been a butt. But if my friends are gonna fight, so will I. I'm all in now. Besides, it'll make for a great speech at my brother's wedding.
That settles it. Let's knock them on their asses.
So you started out as a homeless bum, and you're now taking on a whole country. Definite JRPG. Game saved. Chapter 12, the end of Yakuza. Shoot, it's the last game. Oh, it's Zhao, he's cooking something.
There you go.
There's more? I can't eat all this.
Don't sweat it, Chairman. Us young folks can handle this chow.
Oh, definitely. My stomach's a bottomless pit. Bon appetit.
Ichiban
Hell
and the
yeah.
3 crime lords.
I get
Is that
so
like a
focused on our food that we
restaurant?
forgot to actually discuss anything. Oh, it is damn good.
Yeah. But we have to get down to business. Guess I'm kicking us off. This is Kume-kun, leader of Bleach Japan's Yokohama branch. He's going to run for this district's representative seat in the next election. Now, what you gotta understand about this kid is he's just step one of Ryo Aoki's scheme to turning Jincho into his personal political machine.
Zhao's correct. Kume is just one step. Aoki's other steps include a huge number of Bleach Japan.
Let's see. Rat says the only thing turning me away from this game is the combat. Is there a way to make it more still, less moving around, etc.? That is an interesting thing about this, because you cannot move your characters during the fight, IRF, but they kind of wander around and circle each other constantly. So, like, sometimes you might click a button for an AoE and be like, this is only going to hit one enemy, and if you just wait a few seconds, they'll, you know, kind of drift closer together, and then you hit the button and it'll get them. So sometimes you can get different outcomes by waiting or not waiting. It's like at the start of the fight, the enemy's really bunched up, and if I really quickly hit an AoE before they kind of spread out a bit, then it'll hit all of them rather than just some.
Candidates all over the country.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
And the dam is broken. There's no stopping it now. Governor Aoki's too popular. There's no one who can stand up to him.
So you think Kume's win is a done deal, Chairman Hoshino?
Pretty much. Kume has Aoki's broad public adoration at his back. Throwing Aoki's fundraising and media savviness. Kume's got a very real shot at this.
I'd say so. He wants Ijincho so bad, it's gotten personal for him. Since it was Ogikubo's kingdom before, seizing it makes Aoki the new heir apparent. That's gotta be what he's thinking.
Yes. I'd venture to say that even if the Citizens' Liberal Party wins every other district, he won't be satisfied unless he wins this one. He's gonna throw everything he's got at this contest.
Definitely.
Well, I'm not gonna roll over and just take it. Anybody with me?
With you on what?
On taking this dude down a peg. I'm sick of getting our asses kicked.
Although some of my butt kickings I received were from
Can't
these
just let him
3.
win. We need to do something. I mean, Bleach Japan is in bed with the Omi Alliance. Isn't that fucked up? It's, you know, hypocritical. They go around preaching about how gray zones need to go, acting like they're heroes or something. Meanwhile, they team up with gangsters to take over Japan, and everyone just claps for them?
Thing is, Kasuga, these gangsters have a governor on their side. They're untouchable.
Are you guys even hearing yourselves right now? What's gotten into you? The Ijin 3 used to protect the weak and vulnerable in this town. Granted, you did it by running a huge scam, so I'm not gonna give you too much credit. But after everything the city's given you, don't you feel like you owe something to it? Look, I know none of you guys did what you did just for the money. Kubo was the one raking in all the dirty riches. You guys wanted to stop a war from destroying this town. And if you don't stand up now, you're basically abandoning the Ijin 3's purpose. It's a disgrace.
You sure you want to finish that thought?
Or I'll set you straight.
Well, I, for one, agree with him.
You do?
Everything you said is true. We all lived in the Gray Zones, and sure, that ain't something to be proud of. But at least we could be proud of putting food on the tables of our men and their families. You're with me on that, at least, right, Songhui? If we roll over, we will be throwing away everything we've ever worked for.
Zhao.
No, it's true. And remember, I left the Liu Meng in your hands. I trusted you to consider what my men need. This is shaping up to be your first job as their new boss. Come on, Songhui.
Damn it. Fine.
Chairman Hoshino, you got any wisdom of your own to lend us?
Well, I do understand the need to be fair to the city. I'll help. And to think, I only came here for the food. Expect to get roped into some noble last stand.
You know what they say. There's no such thing as a free lunch.
True that. Now let's go take care of Kume.
I have to admit, I will enjoy knocking that little punk off his pedestal. So what's a move?
Good question. We need to strike, but how?
Don't you think it's obvious?
No? What?
We need to ruin the young master's reputation.
Meaning?
We gotta make sure Kume loses the election.
How do you propose we do that?
That part I hadn't really figured out. But once we do, it'll be like kicking Aoki right in the face.
The devil's in the
I don't
details.
see how it's feasible.
I mean, we could maim him. If he's too injured, he'd have to pull out of the race.
She's like, what if we take his legs? How do we make him lose the election? Take his legs!
And then,
You wanna kill him?
well, only if he resists.
We can't do that. If he dies, they'll just replace him with some other tool. I'm sure they've got backup candidates waiting in the wings.
Hey, winning. That's how we do it. We just win it ourselves.
Huh?
We win the election with our own candidate. Put someone up who can get more votes than Kume. There's gotta be someone out there who can do it.
Yes, probably. But how do we figure out who this someone is? We're not political consultants.
Well, we should remember the votes for Kume aren't really for him in the first place. They're votes for Aoki.
Good point. Can you think of anyone who fits the bill, Chairman Hoshino?
Unfortunately, I can't say I do. Kubo was an incumbent here for many years, with no opponents who posed any real threat. The only people who ever ran against him just did so as a formality.
Hey, you seem to know a lot about it. Why don't you run?
Excuse me?
He's Yakuza.
Yeah, people know who you are. You've got charisma.
No Yakuza's gonna win an election, even in the Jincho. If he did, I'd consider the world doomed.
Seriously.
But I could try to recruit someone who would have a chance in the race.
That's a start.
How about Eri?
Well,
Everyone
you're
loves her
not
cookie
expecting
shop.
me to shoulder this burden alone, though.
What do you mean?
Elections cost money, a lot of money. If I find a candidate, who's footing the bill for the campaign?
I'll tell you right now, my people don't have a single yen to spare.
Right, so, how much is it exactly?
I'm willing to chip in some myself, but I'll need an additional 3 million yen cash just to register.
3 million? You need that much?
At a minimum. If you can't scrape that amount together, this plan is dead in the water.
I need 2 million to upgrade the
I
crafting
hate to
shop.
say it, but he's right. Can you do it, Kasuga-kun?
I need 3 million yen to bring the fight to the young master. Not exactly pocket change. Once I have the money, guess I could just throw back some drinks to the bar until Chairman Hoshino finds a candidate. Alright. So, a couple things here. Let's save the game. I was really hoping we would pick up that sword from that guy we beat, because I still haven't found a sword for this guy. This is his level 1 weapon. So if we find a weapon our level for him to use, his damage is going to jump like 20 times. Like, we need something there. But, alright. Made substantial progress. We are going to save it here, and we will pick it up from this moment next time.